All right, guys, happy Friday, April 18th. Hopefully each of you are gearing up for an amazing weekend with your family, with your friends. Celebrate, eat some food, do whatever you guys do on this beautiful, beautiful weekend, whether or not you celebrate Easter or if it's just an opportunity for you to have an extra day with the kids because most of the kids are off on Monday. So whatever it is that you are doing, my hope is that you are filled with joy, you eat some good food, and just spend some time relaxing this week because we all deserve a little bit more of that in our lives. So let's go ahead and get rolling, you guys. I got some thoughts, I got some sentiment as always, and I'm gonna turn the mic over to somebody to bring us out on the field on this. And no yawns, Brianna, it's too early. No yawns, I see that. You couldn't hide it. I know yawns, it's too early. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Ashley because her mic is on and she is front and center. And so, Ashley, bring us out on the field, and I want to flip the script a little bit, and I want you to give us your top three, meaning the top three people that are in your life right now that you're beyond grateful for. And then the second part of this is I want you to share with the group, because most of us already know from our own vantage point, what makes you the go-to lender in our market. So 3 people that you are most grateful for. I know it's hard to pick 3, most grateful for, and then what makes you the most amazing choice for a lender in our market. Let's roll.
Oh man, I was ready for the morning sentiment. Okay, curveball.
No pressure at all.
Okay. I am most grateful for my husband. He is the backbone of our family. He gets up, gets the kids homemade breakfast so they have good nutrients in their body every day, and he holds the whole ship together. I am thankful for my friend Blessing because she has just been such an amazing addition to my life over the last couple years. And my life would not be the same without her. And then very honestly, I'm thankful for you in this group because I don't think I would be where I am or who I am in life without you and without this group. So I appreciate all of you so much, but you for bringing this group together. So that's who I am appreciative for. As far as me as a lender, I think that with me, you get empathy meets preparation. So empathy, I have been there, I've done it, I've slept in my car, I understand there's not a judgmental bone in my body. Whoever you are, whether you buy a house or not, I'm gonna wanna help you, just as a human. I'm gonna wanna help you. And then preparation, I spent 10 years as a branch manager. A lot of people don't have systems. My systems are like OCD organized to where every single thing has a home. My follow-up systems are amazing, and so no one ever gets left behind or forgotten, like Lilo and Stitch. We close in 14 days, and we pre-underwrite every single file so that you don't end up with headaches when you are in escrow.
Wow. I love this. And Jeff, you had missed it. I had asked Ashley to take us out on the field, but do some things a little bit different. Share 3 people she was most grateful for. Unfortunately, you didn't make that list this morning. You might make it a different morning. But she also I also asked her what makes her such an amazing lender and why people choose her. And it is very, very clear. And I think that we all agree with that sentiment. So Ashley, it's an honor to have made your list this morning. That means the world to me. In no way, shape, or form was that rehearsed or premeditated. So thank you, Ashley, for sharing. So you guys, let's talk about some very, very hard things. And this came from a sentiment yesterday. We had Lindsay Stevens, who runs the #1 team in the state of New York. She did a presentation for us yesterday at Intensity for our East Coast Intensity. And it was such a powerful thing. And she is a marathon runner. She is an endurance athlete. She walks into the fire constantly. And so as we talk about action, since it's Friday, I have a really, really clear question for everybody, actually a set of questions. But before I go there was a couple things that she had shared that I thought were really, really cool. And I want to give some context around that right here. So first thing that she shared came from a good buddy of ours. His name is Max. And he said this: excuses are the sauce you pour on failures because you don't like the way they taste. Let me say that one more time. Excuses are the sauce you pour on failures because you don't like the way they taste. And I thought that that was a really cool message because at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. We're just trying to sugarcoat our failures. We're trying to make excuses because we don't like the way that it tastes. And I thought that was really cool. She also said quitting is a habit. You've heard me say this before in some type of context. Quitting is a habit. All the times that you stop going to the gym, you stop eating healthy, you stop making the calls, you don't post the videos, you don't knock on the doors, you don't host the open houses, you don't get on the calls, all the things, you continuously quit and quit and quit. Or you start something like, oh my God, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna do some door knocking, but I'm not doing any door knocking anymore. And you continuously quit. Now you've developed a habit of you are a quitter. And that's the habit that you are forming. Any way that you want to swing it, I don't care. That is the reality of it. But you know what else is a habit? Winning. Winning is a habit. Winning is promising yourself that you're going to get through this project, that you're going to not stop in the middle, that you're going to keep moving forward, that you're going to go to the gym even though it's hard. Is it hard lifting weights? Absolutely. But isn't it harder being out of shape and having health conditions that are impeding you and impacting how you're going to show up for your life and for your, isn't that harder? And so quitting is a habit, and so is winning. So is winning. And I believe that if you're here today, that you're choosing the habit of being a winner. But know this, and we all understand this at a very high level, this is just the moment. This is just the moment. But what are you going to do to continuously win every single day and every single week? And my question as we start out today is, what are you doing right now in life and business that is really, really hard? What are you doing in life and business right now that is really, really hard? Because what I want to do is I want to hear this from you. And I want to hear how you are working past some of those hard things, whether it is, in Brianna's case, getting the kids off to school and ready. Her husband's on the road, like then having to run a business and then making sure that whatever it is, I don't know. But like, I want to know, what are the hardest things that you are doing right now and how are you combating that? And how are you combating that? Like, how are you processing that and how are you accepting that? And then there's a flip side of that question. I'll ask that 1 second. So I need 3 to 5 people to get involved in this conversation. It is Action Friday. I want to know, what are the hardest things that you are doing right now in your life and in your business? And I'll pause till some hands go up. And if you're on this call and you're laying back in the cuts and you don't raise your hand, this is an experience. Learning is an active experience. So I want you to get involved in this conversation. I got 4. All right, let's get some testosterone in there as well, okay? I got the 5 ladies up on the top row. And before I go any further, I want to give Ophelia a huge shout out, and I got a couple more that'll be dropping in the next couple weeks. If you haven't seen Ophelia's video, go ahead, look on my IG right now or after this call, take a look at her video. It was an impromptu, quick interview. And I thought it was just really, really powerful, Ophelia, because we've all seen you grow and walk into your purpose and have this magnetic energy. And it's been really, really cool to watch your growth. And so if you haven't seen the video, go check that video out, share, like, comment. Please do so when you have an opportunity. But let's go, Chicken Mom. You were up first. What is the hardest things that you are facing and doing right now, walking into the fire, creating pressure in your own life, doing the hardship? Brianna, take the mic. Let's roll.
Honestly, it is creating a new groove for me and my family. That has been the hardest thing because for 23 years, I worked in an office, very set schedule. And when I came home, work was shut off. So I was fully for my family. I was theirs. Second I hit the door, even when I was at work, I was theirs because I was able to do things at work. It was just very different. So for me, it's been training myself and my family to communicate more. And that's how I'm combating it. It's really communicating and telling my family what I need because I'm used to just taking care of their needs. So I wasn't very good at saying, hey, I have things to do. I need you to do this. I need you. I need here. And so that's been challenging, but me, my husband, my kids, we're handling it by communicating well and being patient with each other.
All right, I love this. What are you doing that is super, super hard right now, whether it's life, business, health, or relationships? And there's more to this conversation. So Brianna, I appreciate that. And we had spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. The unspoken expectations lead to premeditated resentments, right? That can happen within your family, within your relationship, within
Absolutely.
your business. That's important, right? You're doing
Yeah, oh,
things that are
totally.
different. You're an entrepreneur now, and it requires a different level of mom, a different level of wife, and a different level of a business owner. So I'm really, really happy that you're having these types of conversations at home.
Yeah, because in the beginning, it wasn't a skill that I had. I couldn't speak up for myself. So I was beginning to get resentment towards mainly my husband, because, you know, kids, you kind of just let them off, but towards my husband, because I felt like he wasn't supporting me. And then one day I sat down and I was like, hey, like, this isn't gonna work if we don't, like, I'm gonna have to go back to my 9 to 5. Like, I'm not. And he was like, absolutely not. Like, you supported my dreams, I'm gonna support yours. So I'm sorry, let's work this out. And we did. And, you know, communication is key in every aspect of your relationships. And I've also learned how to reach out to everyone on my team and things like that, which also has helped and um taught me how to learn those skills.
I love it. I love it, Brianna. We're going to go to Ophelia next, then Jamie Thomas, you'll be up, and then we'll go Nicole, and then we'll go Simone Tatum. Let's go, Ophelia. What do you got for him?
Well, good morning. I share very much the same sentiment as Brianna. It's very hard being mom, entrepreneur, and shutting it off. So really, I get the mom guilt because I feel like I'm doing a lot more now than I was before. In creating my systems I'm getting better at it, but I still need a very good system so I can start delegating and just get that groove going. But feeling the responsibility on my shoulders, like, okay, I have to like be, breadwinner, mom, it's just a lot. So, and then I go ahead and add on, let's be chief ambassador for, Solano County Board Association. Sure, why not? I can add more. And then I'm creating a team now under them. So, but I can do it. That's all I can say. I can really, the only reason I feel I know I can do it because I have this team. I have y'all. I can actually advocate and say, hey, I need help. I need this. I need that. So let's go.
I love this, Ophelia, because let's just pause for a quick second. Let's raise our hand if we just believe that entrepreneurship is hard, right? This game is pretty hard, right? But you signed up for the hard, meaning that you got a license that said that you are now going to be an entrepreneur. And some of you burn the boats, right? Meaning that you left the 9 to 5. In Brianna's case, it was a well-paying job. It was stability. I know when I'm clocking in, when I'm clocking out. I know everything probably that I'm going to do in a day. I know the teeth structure. I know how to communicate, right? She had a system. She had a flow. And then you decided to get your real estate license, which in itself was hard, right? The time away from the kids and the studying and the emotional baggage that comes along with, am I going to pass? Am I not? And then maybe you didn't pass the first time, all the things. And then you come into this game. Well, you knew that it was going to be hard. And now you have to walk in and consciously accept the hard every single day in this business. You have to walk towards the hard every single day in this business. You have to make forward progress towards the hard every single day because door knocking is really, really hard. Handling objection is really, really hard. Open houses are hard if you're not practicing, if you don't know what to say. Your systems, getting your systems in order, those things are really, really hard. But if you say, you know what, I'm walking into this, I'm going to accept it, and this is part of who I am. I go through hard shit and I handle hard shit. That is a part of my DNA as a realtor. But if you're not doing the door knocking, if you're not dropping the videos, if you're not doing the open houses, if you're not working on your systems, if you're not fighting through on how to handle objections, you're not doing any of the hard things. You're just placating yourself and you're trying to get by and scoot by and think, okay, things will get better. No, it gets better when you accept all the hard things in this business. It gets better when you go to the gym 5 days a week. That's hard. You look at your body, you're going to see a different person. That shit is hard. Waking up early and going to the gym, going for a walk, that is really, really hard. But when you do that after 60 days, 90 days, and you look down, you're like, I feel good. I look good. This business is super hard, but unfortunately,
You feel
not
Elias.
enough people walk towards that hard. They don't accept it on the highest level and say, I'm willing to take this on. You know what's even harder? Going and finding something that you feel is going to be able to express who you are as a person. Go try to find something that is like this, that affords you the opportunity to have some flexibility, that gives you opportunity to write your own paycheck, that is all dependent on the amount of action that you choose to take in this business, right? Go try to find some, go fucking make a resume right now and go on LinkedIn. Can you imagine that? I cannot even utter those words. And so daily, we have to constantly accept the hard, accept the hard. Is it hard making fucking phone calls? Absolutely. But it's also hard being broke. I'm not gonna let this market dictate how I feed my family. I'm never gonna do that. So I'm gonna constantly do hard things. Is this hard for me? Yes. Is in-person training hard? Yes. Is video hard? Yes. Is traveling hard? Yes. All of it is hard. But I walk towards it because I know that in order for me to grow, in order for me to have the life that I truly, truly desire, I must embrace hard things are a part of this. Hard things are just a part of my process. Some of you aren't doing enough hard things. Jamie Thomas, let's go to you.
Good morning, everybody. I will say the hardest thing for me is consistency, but I'm working on that every day, and I see the difference because I'm out here knocking on these doors. I'm getting dogs barking at me. I'm getting people slamming the door, saying, "What the hell you want?" And so I have to realize that that comes with this. So if I don't want to do it, I just won't do it. But I have to do it. If I want to achieve where I'm trying to go, I can't let the hard things get in the way of where I'm trying to get to. So I will say consistency is one of the hardest things. But I will say for me, every day I'm working on that. Stopping the self-talk saying it's hard. Stop the self-talk saying you can't do it, or it's hard, or you're going to deal with this and that. No, just walk through that door and keep on walking. Because once you stop and start listening to that self-talk, it's not good. So I would say consistency is one of the hardest things. And now I'm getting up 3 days a week, getting on my, somebody gave me a Peloton bike for free. And so I'm on it now. It was sitting there like being pretty. And I finally got on the Peloton the last 2 weeks and looking at all the things it has to offer. I'm like, it's right here. So what I'm saying is everything that we have for us is right here. We have a great team. It's here. Real estate is here for us. So we just have to walk into it and break down those barriers. And yeah, is it hard? Yes. But I will say for me, the self-talk is killer. So every day when I start thinking negative on something, stop and move past all that.
You know what? I absolutely love this. What is the pattern interruption? If I find myself, having negative self-talk, what is the pattern interruption? And what is the new thought that I'm going to replace it with? And that is a conscious practice. And if you do it enough consciously, it will become a subconscious practice. So I really appreciate you chiming in, Jamie. Thank you for that. Listen, this business life is hard. But how many parents do we have on this line? Please raise your hand if you're a parent. Isn't raising kids fucking hard? So think about this for the parents, and if you're not a parent, just stay with me for a second. You raised a whole ass human. You raised a whole ass or humans. That shit is hard. So when you think about your business, is this business any harder than you raising children? Is it hard disciplining your kids? Absolutely, but you don't waver. Is it hard waking up, getting their school stuff together? Where's your socks? Oh my God, where's your shirt? Making sure they're on time. Is all of that hard? Absolutely. Is it making sure to have proper communication with them so they get to become amazing children and grow up to be great kids and know how to communicate, right? That's all hard. If you can do that, then you can do this. That's how I look at it. You guys, you all have an opportunity to say, you know what? I'm going to accept this hard. And if you can't accept it, and if you're not walking towards the hard, then you need to really, really evaluate your chosen profession. Truly. Let's go, Nicole Penland. What do you got for us?
A lot of mine is the same. It's the juggling and keeping my emotions even throughout the process. Because, like, for example, I find myself getting pissed when people assume, oh, I just have time. Because my schedule is tight. I'm juggling my kids' schools, 2 different schools. I'm juggling their sports. I'm juggling my doctor's appointments. I'm juggling my business. I'm juggling helping my father with his business. So when people are like, oh, I've made it a point this last year or so to try to stay in the middle. Don't get too excited because you might fumble some shit. Don't get too mad. Don't get to just trying to stay in the middle. So juggling all that and keeping my emotions even has been my biggest struggle.
You know what? I appreciate this. And listen to all the things that she just said. Like she's like doing so many hard things just within inside of her family. The business side of it should come a little bit easier if you can just shift that mentality, right? I accept hard things, right? I accept it. That's the mentality that you have to have versus like, oh my God, I can't make calls. I can't do that door knocking. Oh my God, I'm not going to post any videos. What? All of that is hard. But this is the game that you signed up for. And whose shirt's inside out?
It was a continuation of like the things we have to ask kids. I don't understand why I'm always asking my child why his shirt is inside out.
And
like,
where's your pants?
Like, what are we doing?
Why? Yeah. Why do you not have pants on? Why is your shirt inside out?
Where
Why?
are your goggles, Jabal? I don't want you playing in your regular glasses. Like we've done that. I'm sorry, I'm going on.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nicole, thank you for your contribution. I'm going to shift gears in the conversation. I'm going to ask the other side of this question. And I want you to be real and throw your hand up and get involved in this conversation, because if we can't be real here, then I don't know any other platform where we can, express the way that we do here. But what hard things are you avoiding right now? And listen, this could be communication. This could be physical exercise. It could be your business. It could be door knocking. It could be your systems. Like, what hard things are you avoiding right now in your life, business, health, and relationships? And if you didn't avoid those things, whatever those are, how would it impact your life, business, health, and relationships in a positive way? In a positive way. Okay. Here's what I wasn't avoiding. And I'll share this with you because I want to get personal. But as I'm speaking, I need 5 hands to go up to get involved in this conversation. And don't be shy. Let's be real with each other. What hard things are you avoiding right now? And if you didn't, what would be the positive impact in your life, business, health, and relationships? So what I wasn't avoiding when I work at home and my wife went shopping at Costco on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm doing calls back to back to back at home. Like, I wasn't avoiding getting a snack here and there. I wasn't avoiding going downstairs, right? I wasn't avoiding that. So I'm like, nah, fuck this, right? That's useless calories that I'm intaking throughout the week. And so it's been 9 days that I've been fasting. So I don't eat until 1 and I only eat until 8. And so there's 16 hours of fasting and there is 8 hours of eating. And I'll tell you what, you guys, it feels really, really good. I've lost 6 pounds by just doing this in 9 days because it was probably useless calories and carbs that I didn't need. And so like I'm purposely doing. Is it hard? Am I hungry right now? Absolutely, it's hard. But I was like, I'm not doing enough hard things. And here's what else I'm committed to doing every week, 5 days a week, no matter what. You guys know the level of octane that I give every single day. I get home and all I want to do is rest. Well, the moment I get home, I change my clothes, and no matter what, I head to the gym. I head to the gym because I know the impact it's going to have. And does that mean that I get home a little bit later? Maybe I miss some dinners throughout the week. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to be selfish about that time because I know the impact it's going to have in my life. And so those were the hard things, some of the hard things that I was avoiding. So I'm going to go to you guys, and I want Okay, so I appreciate Blessing. I appreciate Nicole being in the queue. Somebody else raise their hand. I'm gonna wait because all of you are avoiding something that's hard right now. And if you didn't avoid it, you would have a positive impact in your life, business, health, and relationships. So I'm gonna pause for a second and don't be weird. And don't let me just sit here like this, waiting for somebody to throw their hand up and keep it moving group coaching, okay? I'll just look at you. Thank you, Samiri. Thank you. All right, we're gonna start from the top. We're gonna get some testosterone involved in this conversation. Let's go D. Bledsoe, what do you got for him?
I don't know if you were looking for something real estate related, but
No, I'm not. Life, business, health, and relationships, my man.
okay, boom. I've been avoiding editing and finishing this book that I've been working on. It's going on 6 years now. And the bulk of it is done, but I'm just it's weird. I'm not really that type of person who gets stuck on things. Like I'm a finisher and I like to finish all my projects, but this one thing is I just been avoiding the finish. So yeah, that's it.
So, my man, I'm sure out there you probably know an author. You probably know somebody in your circle that has written a book because you read a lot. Is that a safe assumption to say that you know somebody that's written a book?
For sure.
Yeah, so I would put some type of post out there and be like, hey, you guys, I'm looking for a community. If you're an author out there that has finished a book, I'm right at that tipping point. I'm almost done, but I need a little bit of encouragement. Help me get to that next level. Dude, you'll probably get all kinds of support. You'll probably get an accountability group that started because you reached out, because if that is a dream of yours, then let's walk into that, man. Like, is that on your calendar every single week of when you're going to work on your book?
Nope. But everything real estate, everything that has to do with the kids, everything else is on there, but not not that.
Yeah, man. And listen, if that's that important to you, my man, like we want to help you. So schedule that time for you to sit down, Einstein, brainstorm, like what's that next level look like? And then when is a completion date? I think that right now, D, if you chose a completion date and then you started giving yourself a little bit more pressure because right now there's no end date, right? There's no end date of when I want to actually finish my book. But if you put some pressure and put some tension and put some fourth quarter spirit around this, I think that it will cause you to work even more urgently to get this book finished. Because let's get just a physical hand up. How many people are interested in knowing what's in this book from Demian? Yeah, bro, when you were talking, Ophelia is like, what? He's got a book that he's been writing? Like, man, we're all here for this. And so I want to encourage you to give yourself a deadline, a commitment. And I want you to reach out to people on social media or within your personal circle to gain some support, some Authors Unite. Because I'm sure you're not the only author that has hit this roadblock. So pressure, tension, and let's get that book out by 2026, man. We would love to support it. You have your audience here that would support this 100%.
Right on, Coach. That was the push I didn't know I needed this morning. I appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you, my man. I'm really excited for the road ahead. Let's go to Blessing, then we'll go to Samiri, and then I'll work through the hands that I got up. Let's go, Blessing. What hard things are you avoiding right now? And if you did not, what would be the impact in your life, business, health, and relationships? Let's roll.
Okay, so you said to be real and honest.
I would expect nothing else from you or anybody else on this call.
So I have a pattern of self-sabotage that hit me front and center. Like, I know that I will load up. Even going through this, I'm like, I can tell, like, I need to just say this. I load up my plate because I have this persona of I can do it all. I've been doing it all. Everyone's always like, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know. I'm on autopilot, but I'm realizing that I load up so much of what I do. And like, I just force so much activity. I force so much onto my schedule because I'm so desperately trying to get on the other side of success. And when you become aware of you have this pattern, you have to fix it. So trying to figure out learning to say no, learning that it's okay to be overwhelmed, and also learning that you don't have to have like 6 or 7 different things going on to be complete.
Yeah.
If I could just get through that, and I have an offer from a coach to work through it, haven't filled out the link, definitely haven't put time on your calendar. I'm avoiding eye contact with Ashley and Ophelia right now because I know on the other side, I just wouldn't feel so desperate, like I'd have to hold on to everything.
Mm.
You guys like, and yeah, that's the thing that it's the thing that's been in front of me, and I know it's tied to a level of I don't believe in myself.
Mm. There's a word that I wrote down right now, and I appreciate you opening up as always. I just wrote down grace. Right? You said that on the other side of success, or once I achieve success, like stop. Blessing, you're already successful. You're already successful in the eyes of your son, in the eyes of us, in the eyes of your church, in the eyes of your community, in the eyes of BNI, in the eyes of your family. You are already a success. You don't need anything past this to validate you being a successful person. Now, if you still feel that you have miles to go, I get that because we're always growing. But you need to look around you right now and you need to stop and give yourself some grace. You have raised a whole ass amazing human being that is a gentle son, athlete, caring kid that worries about his mom and will be there for you no matter what. You could have all the riches in the fucking world and be the most miserable prick. You have riches that people will never be able to have because of who you are and the success that you have already created within your own environment. You, my friend, are already a success. I don't know if any of you share that same sentiment, but if you do, let's give her some love.
Absolutely.
Some love.
Blessing, you're amazing and you're doing amazing and you need to give yourself grace. And it's okay, let it out. Because sometimes we need to. A lot of times we keep that busy because we also don't want to let those emotions come out. Let them out, girl. That's what we're all here for. You're doing amazing. And grace.
Yeah. And listen, handle your stuff, process right now, Blessing. But look at all the people on this call. Like I have goosebumps just seeing everybody's interactions and seeing everyone's reactions and seeing what people are writing and somebody saying like, you're their idol. Like just think about that, Blessing. And I know at times we're our hardest critic. We're our hardest critic, right? But at the end of the day, allow yourself to look at all you've created thus far in your life. You are already a success. The money that will come, that's a byproduct. That's a byproduct of everything else that you have become and with everything that you are achieving. So grace and blessings to you. Okay. Grace and blessings to you. We'll come back to you in a couple minutes, Blessing, once you compose yourself, but I really appreciate you opening up the space. Let's go to Samiri, then we'll go to Ophelia. Samiri, the question was, what hard things are you avoiding right now? And if you didn't, what would be the result?
First, sending you lots of love, Blessing, because I idol you. I admire you. I got here a year ago and I would see you speak in these coaching calls and I remember I'm like, I want to get trained by her. And I remember I went up to you and I asked you if you can show me how to do door knocking. So I know that you are amazing and you still have a lot to go. But going back to the question, what am I avoiding? I am avoiding something just, I guess, similar to Blessing, avoiding my coaching calls with you, and I'm also avoiding putting myself out more on social media. I know I've done a lot of videos that I have to yet edit and post. But I have been avoiding. I've been slowly just telling myself, oh, maybe I have, other priorities that I can focus on, and then I'll just like leave those till the end.
All right, so Samiri, I appreciate you sharing and being honest. What would be the positive impact of you doing those hard things? What would be the positive impact? Where would your business be? And what could you unlock if you just accepted those hard things and did those hard things? What would happen? What would be the positive impact?
Definitely more exposure on social media, and with you, I know there's a lot of things you're gonna tell me, that will help me get where my business needs to be. So.
All right, call eliasastudio.com. That's the link. Get on my calendar from now until next Friday.
Okay.
All right. And if you posted more, and we're not going to have a whole diatribe about social media, and you got one deal a year from me, that zero referral fee, zero acquisition fee, and you got an average of 15 to 20 G's for that one lead, isn't that worth it? Isn't that a vacation for you? Isn't that maybe some savings? I know that you like to travel. I know that you're a foodie. Like, what would that mean to you? So it's just like, yeah, we all get nervous. I still get nervous. But at the end of the day, I'm building something. And so it's not about like right now, I'm going to do the hard things because I could see down the road where I'm going. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do the hard things. This is hard. I've done thousands of these and this is still hard. To this day, it's still hard. So Samiri, I'm here for this. I can't wait to see you on my calendar. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for contributing. Ophelia, what do you got for us? And then Gabriella, you'll be next. And then Jeff, you'll bring us home on this topic. And then Simone, good to see your hand back up. Let's go, Ophelia. What do you got for us?
I honestly, it's always going to be my social media. I'm pretty good at stories or whatever, because they only last for 24 hours and it feels like whatever I dump it. It's like not very intentional thinking behind it. I'm good there, but when I have to be intentional about my information on social media, I add so much pressure because I don't want to just speak. Like, I don't, there has to be value, and there has to be some intentionality, and there has to be a niche, or at least someone who's my audience. And for whatever reason, that just bugs. It just like weighs heavy on me, and I don't post. Instead, I scroll, and I doom scroll because I'm avoiding doing that, and I'm on social media scrolling to get inspiration and whatnot. But I have my reels I have started many reels that I just need to tweak and edit, center shredders, and just hacerlo. But
All right. So then what's on the other side of that? If you're avoiding that, we get that. I hear you loud and clear. What is the positive impact of you no longer avoiding that and walking towards this hard thing?
Just a little more confidence in just my self-respect, right? Because number one, I said I'd do it, and you do it. Boom, already like, okay, girl, you didn't lie to yourself. Number two, my message is out there. It could be reshared. I've been requested to start saying things. I know I'll get some form of more followings or possible business, more exposure.
Absolutely. And when you raise your self-respect, when you stay true to your word, what happens to your esteem, your self-esteem? Does it go down or does it go up?
It goes down when you don't keep your promises.
No. When you have
when you do, I'm
self-respect.
so sorry.
Do you stay true to your word? Does it go up or does it go down?
It goes up. Sorry, I didn't hear
It goes up, right?
Like it goes
So it
down.
goes
We're
up.
just nose diving,
And then because your confidence is now seen and it's glaring, right? And so these are the things that are going to make those confidence levels go up even higher. And listen, you do have a crusade, you have a voice, you have a mission, but if I'm only following you, I'm the only one that gets to see that. The algorithm is now going to put you out to possibly hundreds and thousands of people that get to see and experience your messaging. That's the opportunity for you to grow. That's the opportunity for you. So stop standing in your own way. You're great on video. You're great on video. Like you said, what is my intentionality? What is the value of this video? And what's my niche? Figure that shit out and then hit record and do your thing.
All right.
Appreciate you. Let's go to Gabriella Reynosa. I think, Reynosa Rosales.
Yeah.
And then if you can you throw your camera on when you contribute?
Sure. Let's see. So, oh wait, hi. I'm home today.
Hi.
So,
Good to see you, Gabriella.
I know it was a long night. My daughter's sick, so I'm just like, all right. So I feel like my biggest issue is probably I'm a big procrastinator, and I procrastinate a lot because there's things I can do and I just wait till last minute. But I know if I were to change that habit, I could accomplish more.
Okay. All right, cool. So the hard thing is that you're avoiding is literally it's just avoiding.
Exactly. It's
You're
like
just
you're
avoiding.
scared. It's like self-sabotage, like Blessing said. I do that a lot, you know?
Okay. And then you know that if you walk towards that and say, you know what, I'm just going to procrastinate. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you are faced with something that is hard, whatever it is, whether it's business related, whether it's going to the gym, I want you to stop thinking about it and I just want you to do it. If you're like, oh my God, I don't want to go to the gym. Should I go to the gym? No, get your shoes on and just go take a walk.
No,
right? Oh my God, I don't know what to write. Should I just write? Right? Like, so like embrace that hard thing and then do it. And then you'll do it. It won't take you that long. You'll be like,
it feels good, you know, when you get it done, it feels good.
It feels pretty good. And then the rest of the day or the rest of the endeavors do not seem as hard because you didn't drag your feet on the harder things. I promise you, all things will work better for you as long as you do those hard things first. And that's a practice, and it's a conscious practice. So Gabriella, I really appreciate your voice thus far. You're brand new in our environment. It's really good having you here, and I appreciate your contributions at a very, very high level. So hopefully your daughter feels better. Appreciate you. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, what do we got for him?
I got a quick one. Well, a couple things. Just real quick. Blessing, awesome. I mean, just inspirational. Hang in there and try your best to enjoy the journey. And that's what I got to tell myself all the time is, of course, I want to get to the other side. I want to do this, do that, make this much money and all that. But if if you're only focused on that thing that's going to happen, then, you tend to miss the things that are happening. So, and then the thing, mine's more transactional in terms of what I avoided, and I've actually done it. Probably shared this experience with some people on this call. My taxes, and to your point to Demian was, I had a deadline. Of course, you had April 15th. If I didn't have that deadline, I probably still wouldn't have done them. But I had that deadline, and of course, when I sat down to actually do them, I knocked them out in like 2 hours and I actually was getting money back. I'm like, why the hell didn't I do this a week ago or a month ago? So, and not that it kept me up at night, but it was always like, oh, I got to do that. I got to do that. I got to do that. And if I had done it 6 weeks earlier, that would have been one thing off my plate that I would not have been worrying about and would have made me more productive on my, from day to day. So.
You know what? I absolutely love this. You guys, I need you to give all of you, give yourself a 2-minute warning. I mean, I got 2 minutes left in the game. Like, what sense of urgency would I know? Like, I got 2 minutes left in the game. I got to win. I got to put up some points. I got to create some pressure. I have a deadline. I have some tension around it. Throw me the ball. Like, there's got to be some type of fourth quarter mentality when you're going about these things. If not, then there's no end in sight. There's no end in sight. I'll do it when I do it. Oh, then I'm paying penalties. Well, fuck, right? All the things, Jeff. So I appreciate you sharing and contributing. Love that. Let's go to Simone. Simone, how you doing, Simone? Have we met officially in person?
Hi, we have met. I'm Otis's friend. Remember we met, I believe, on
you were
Monday
here the other day.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, what's up? What do you got for us?
Hard is actually putting myself first.
Ooh.
And I know I'm getting emotional here. That's why I didn't want to show my face. I asked for this shit. And now that I have it, it's like, what you gonna do with it? So I'm a new agent. It seems like every time something starts to get better in my life, shit gets like the devil just throws things, and it's like, Marissa, what you gonna do now? Last year, my best friend, since we were 12, was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And no chemo, nothing. When she went, it was just like it's stage 4, so she's been fighting for a year. So in the midst of that, I was studying for my real estate license. So, doing that, trying to help her, I take care of her 3 days a week. Then I have another family member that has cancer, stage 3, prostate cancer, colon cancer actually, and they just hit me with the news about 6 months ago, and they don't want to tell any other family members, so they just want me to know, you know? So it's like I have to hold all of this weight and still juggle with trying to start my business, you know? And it's like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, then having my friend tell me, don't worry about me, you know, this has always been your dream, just do what you got to do. But that's hard, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like just putting myself first has always, and then juggling being a mom. I have a 9-year-old, I have a 21-year-old, you know, and it's like, you know, just trying to do things positive, to not get in trouble, to do things that could possibly get me in trouble because I've been down that road, you know? So I'm just like, God's bring me too far to do the things that I'm used to. So it's just like every day is a challenge with me. It's like, fuck, Marissa, what you gonna do now? And I thank Otis for bringing me into this community because I am a new agent, and I signed with EXP. That was the first people that I signed with, and I really wasn't getting. It was just too much for me. I was like, damn, this is a lot. I didn't know all of the resources that they had, so I left. You know, so I joined another brokerage, which is a high school friend, and then Otis. You know, we reconnected like 3 weeks ago. We went to high school together. He's like, I didn't know you had your license and blah blah blah. I'm like, damn dog, like why you didn't come, you know, a little sooner, you know what I mean? So it's like, so he's like, don't worry, I got you. So I really just thank him for you know, being there for me, you know what I mean? So, and I want to thank you, you know, even when the first day that I met you, I was like, damn, this energy, you know what I'm saying? Like even just walking into the office, I'm like, damn, this is like where I need to be, you know? So Otis, just like take your time, you can always come back, you know, but just just dealing with my friend and watching her and dealing with my children and working a 9 to 5 and just trying to figure out if this is what I want to do, you know, shit is hard. It's hard.
That is, you know what, love and light to you, to your friends, to your family. If you don't spend time, you know, listening to your own body, listening to your own thoughts, sitting with your own thoughts, right? It's like we want to give everything to everyone. And I appreciate that because I could feel your heart. But at the end of the day, we come first before anything, right? We come first before anything because how can I really be there emotionally, mentally, physically, if I'm not taking care of me first? And what happens is that we're always out there to want to put everybody else first. And a lot of the times, and I see it with high level achievers, is that they'll put themselves second, or they will put themselves third or fourth or fifth. And then what happens is they hit a wall. And then they just need to hide out for a little bit and get their shit together. And now everyone doesn't have them, right? Because oh my God, I need to go in a wall and hold and like block everybody out for a few days. And I'm off social media for a month. And no way, I'm not, oh yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I was taking care of me. Well, fuck, you should have been taking care of yourself the whole time. You should have been taking care of yourself the whole time. So allow time. When I go to the gym, I go to the gym. That is my time, right? When I listen to records, my wife's like, you still listen to records? I'm listening to records still. That's my time, right? And I don't negotiate with it because I got to be the best for you. I got to be the best for them. But I have to be conscious about what I do for myself first and foremost. And sometimes that means that you have to make some selfish decisions, and you got to be okay with that. So Simone, love, light, and energy to you, to your family, to your friends. If you ever need anything, human to human, I'm here for you. Let's go, Heather. Let's have you bring us home on this subject. What's one hard thing that you're avoiding right now? And if you didn't, what would be the benefit?
Always and always has been, always will be cold calling, always. And, you know, I've done it before. I think the benefit, I don't know. People say that it's amazing and they get a lot of leads, but it terrifies me even just talking about it right now. My stomach's up.
So Heather, let me ask you a question. How long have you been in the game?
Oh, just under 6 years. Just
6 years. Okay. And most of your businesses come from Sphere, correct?
Sphere, yeah.
How many actual
referrals?
How many actual phone calls have you ever made to people that were strangers?
Oh, not many, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like
Okay. So then how do you know that you don't like it, or if you are even good at it if you've never done it?
This is a very good question. We had a cold calling day in
Hey,
the
Brianna. Her reaction. Now, I'm being real. How do you know that you're not good at it and you're already psyching yourself up? I don't like to do it. I'm not good at it.
I know.
How do you know?
Yeah, we did it in the office one time. And it was just like, we sat there and, after a few calls, I kind of got into it. It really didn't go anywhere, but that's typically how things are in real estate. You don't just go out there and then like, bam, you do like 10 doors or, 10 of anything. And you've got to do it consistently all the time. But, it's just
You
something.
didn't listen. You're beating yourself up and you're psyching yourself up for something that is hard that you haven't done enough of. Yeah, it is hard, but you haven't even done enough of. And listen, we're salespeople. If we can't get over some objections on the phone, then we're going to have a really hard time growing and taking our business to the next level. And here's the thing. It's never a cold call if I have something of value to offer them that takes them further down the funnel. Tom, I want to call you. Some things happen in the market and I'm thinking about you. There was just a home that sold down the road and I want to call you to congratulate you. What do you mean? Your value just went up. So I'm calling all the neighbors to let them know the good news. Also, that house had 10 offers. They can only accept one. So it left 9 people brokenhearted that they can't live in Dutch Hollow. So I want to ask you, do you know anybody that's thinking about moving? No? Wonderful. If you ever do, let me know. My name's Heather. I want to talk to you. Whatever that case is, like it's not cold if you have something of value to offer. Hi, I'm just calling. I'm a local realtor. Fuck off. That's weak, right? It's weak. Like we have something of value to give them. If you understand the market and what's going on, the calls never have to be cold. So for you, before you tell yourself you're not good at it, that you are frightened of it, it bottles up in your stomach. Oh my God, you haven't done enough of it to allow yourself to even go there. Now, if you've made thousands of calls, and you're still not getting any conversion, now we look at what you're saying and we make some adjustments based on how you articulate the message, because now you have created a body of work. The body of work we can dissect, but you got to go out there and create that body of work. And I promise you, you're going to find opportunities. You're going to talk to somebody. And they're like, it's a really good time that you called. We're thinking about buying our house, selling a house. And you're going to be like, wonderful. I could be there tomorrow or the next day at 3 o'clock. What works better? And now you're like, oh my God, this phone call thing, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I avoid it. It's the weirdest thing. I don't mind going to the door and talking to them face to face. I think it's just so much harder for people to be mean to you face to face. And it's just something I avoid because I just like sit down to do it. And then I'll be like, oh, what was that, squirrel? Because it's just this avoidance. So it's definitely something that I want to overcome. It's like it's my mountain, that I want to climb. I want to sit down and I want to slay calls because I am so nervous. So I like when you did it.
You gotta lock in. You just got to lock in. Like nothing else matters. And listen, phone calls is the law of averages. And once again, I'm going to accept hard things. This is going to be hard. I'm going to get a rejection. I'm going to get objections. That's part of it, right? And I'm accepting the hard thing. But we don't stop in the middle and we fight through whatever hard that is, because I promise you, the more that you do that, the better you become, the higher conversion that you have, the higher conversion you have. Guess who's making more money? You are, my friend. You are. So you guys, we're going to pause there.
So
Exactly. Listen, I want to encourage you to lock in, get a list, lock in, get your Red Bull, whatever you do, get your scripts and get ready to lock in. I promise you, great things will come. Record your conversations through Follow Up Boss. Then you and I could sit there and listen, be like, all right, coach, tell me what you hear and what you do not hear. And that is one area where I know 100% that I can help you make a difference. So you guys, we're going to pause there. Wonderful contributions. Did you guys find today helpful, emotional, impactful, anything along those lines? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a dog paw up in the air. All right. How cute is he or she? Listen, you guys, I appreciate you. I love you. And this community was something that was started years ago. And me as a coach, I came into this business. I was scared and I'm still scared. Right? But all I did is, you know what? I know I got something to offer. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm going to continue to offer these things. And now tons of opportunities are open up for me in the industry because I will continuously do hard things. So I always want to be an example for you guys of what is possible if you choose to do the hard things over and over and over again. You guys, things are really, really starting to grow because of this. And now other people are seeing it and it's like, I want a little bit of that. And so you guys, I am so inspired by you today. Blessing once again, love, light, energy, Simone, everyone that contributed today. I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, you let me know. And as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and get out there and make this a weekend that matters. Peace. Happy Easter, everybody.